Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from the Singapore Fintech Festival. And joining me for this segment, we have Leon Scott. He's the head of APAC at TradeIX, a Marco Polo network. Leon, it's great to have you with us on set at the Fintech Festival. So tell us more about Marco Polo and how it's different than other digital trade initiatives.
Hi Jill, thanks very much for having me.
Got it.
So Marco Polo is an industry-wide initiative in trade and trade finance, comprising of corporates, banks, technology providers, logistics companies, insurers, to build an open and distributed network for trade finance. So what that means is the new operating system for trade and trade finance. So think of it like an Android or an iOS. We have a technology infrastructure and applications built on top of it. For us, it's the same for Marco Polo. So trade is the oldest part of banking. It's been around for about 150 years, and the technology is almost just as old. It's cracking heavily, and it's not structurally fit for purpose. And that really presents three trade-offs. So you have a continued drive for increased revenue, met with a constant need to reduce costs and reduce risk. And the only way to solve that is with appropriate use of modern technology.
All right, now I would imagine that DLT, or what we commonly know as blockchain, is a big part of that.
It is, yeah. So as I mentioned, three trade-offs: increase revenue, reduce cost, and reduce risk. The only way to do that is with the right technology, but technology produces three requirements. We have three requirements when using technology. The first is data control, so sensitivity and legality of data. So who owns that data, how is it being permissioned or used within a network? The second is, trade is massive. It has participants all around the world of all different shapes and sizes. So how do you ensure it includes everybody? And then thirdly, repeatability. So how do you make sure that users of the network can continue to use it for multiple products, multiple interactions across multiple countries? And distributed ledger is the only current technology that enables the three trade-offs to coexist, as well as the three technology requirements to be met.
All right, now what results is Marco Polo getting, and are there any near-term milestones you can share with us?
So Marco Polo started in 2017, 10 banks, 2 technology providers, ourselves and R3, and it's grown in 2 years to 30 banks now globally, so significant growth, but more importantly we have corporates, logistics providers, insurers also on board, as well as technology partners such as Microsoft, MasterCard, Oracle, and we've done 2 years of POCs and testing. It's an important step in the process, but you kind of get sick of it after a while. So we've been working on desperately hard to get into production, and we're very pleased to say that last month we released our production software. So 2020 really is the real world. So bringing the technology into the real world, being used by all of our members, banks, corporates, and everything.
All right, amazing. To wrap up here, how important is Asia, and more specifically Singapore? Because judging by the amount of people and what's happening here, Singapore seems to be the center of it all.
Absolutely, yeah. So Asia is incredibly important in trade generally. It's the backbone of the modern global trade economy. 45% of all trade in the world involves a party in Asia Pacific, so it's incredibly important. The Asia Development Bank often cites a number, $1.5 trillion, a gap in trade finance. 40% of that, 600 billion, is in Asia. So there's an incredible opportunity to close that gap, give financing to businesses that need it in this region. So for us as TradeIX and Marco Polo, we have our regional hub here in Singapore. We manage 10 bank relationships from here, growing number of corporates and other relationships. We're working with the MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We're running this fantastic festival to build an R&D center here as well. They give incredible grants for innovation, so we expect to build quite a few of our new applications right here in Singapore for the global network. And really, internally within TradeIX, we see 2020 as the year of Asia, so we're super excited.
That's fantastic, and just to reiterate what you were saying before, to have a regulator like MAS be so open to newer technologies and newer ways to do finance and trade is quite incredible. I mean, you wouldn't see anything like this with, Western regulators.
No, we don't, yeah.
This is incredible.
It is, it's fantastic.
All right, thank you so much, Leon, for
Thanks
joining us
for
at the Fintech Festival. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.